Welcome everyone, my name is Cassandra and I'm going to take you through this short morning yoga flow. No props are required and this is just a full body stretch to help wake you up, energize your body, and get you in the right space for a wonderful day. Let's start lying down on our backs and we'll begin with a bit of a thigh stretch, getting into the quads and the hip flexors. So you can widen your feet towards the edges of your mat with your knees bent, and we're gonna drop both knees and thighs over to the right. Now, if you'd like to add on, you can cross your left ankle over the top of your right knee. If this hurts your knees in any way, you can just do a reclined spinal twist, dropping one hip over the other. Otherwise, left ankle is flexed, resting over your right knee, and I like to reach my right arm up towards the sky. So we're looking for just a gentle opening into the front of our right thigh. Find some length through the side of your waist. And take 5 belly breaths here, in and out through your nose. And if you have your left hand on your stomach, you can feel your breath travel all the way down here. And these are classes that we do to help set the tone for our day, putting our own well-being first. Starting with mindful movement and mindful breath. So that we can be more grounded and centered throughout the rest of the day. You can uncross your left ankle. We'll go to the other side. So lift your knees up. You still want your feet wide, and just let both knees and thighs drop over to the right side of your mat. This time you might hook your right ankle over the top of your left knee, and you can reach your left arm up overhead just to stretch out a little bit longer through the left side of your body. Right hand can go on your stomach to help feel your breath travel all the way down deep. You might start to think of one word that captures how you want to feel today, choosing a one-word intention. Take one more big breath in here. You can uncross the legs. We'll float our knees back up through to center. Bring your feet in a little bit closer so they're hip width distance apart. And you can reach your arms up overhead. Get a big stretch here. Take an inhale, push your lower back into the floor. And as you exhale, reach your arms forward to just lift head and shoulders off the mat. Inhale, reach your arms back up, and now push your feet into the floor. Lift your hips off the mat. Hips come all the way down. Breathe in, exhale, curl and lift up. We'll just do that a few more times. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push and squeeze to lift your hips. Bring your hips down and lift up with your upper back. Lower back down, push and lift your hips. We'll take one more like this, full cycle. Hips come down, curl and lift up a little higher. Arms reach back, push. Our last bridge pose, hold it here. Hug through your inner thighs, and even though you have your arms up overhead, try to press your shoulders down and away from your ears. Push down into your big toes, lengthen out of your lower back, lift up a little higher. And slowly curl down inch by inch. Straighten your legs out in front of you, big stretch here. And we're gonna come all the way up, tabletop pose on hands and knees. You can cross out your ankles. Palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, just cat and cow. Inhale, belly down, curl tailbone up, and reverse this motion, pushing the floor away as you exhale. Follow the rhythm of your breath. A great way to wake up in the morning is by introducing gentle spinal movements. This is where most of us will be very stiff. So get into all those tighter, tense areas along your spine, whether that's upper back, mid back, or lower back. Last one here, inhale and exhale. Coming back to neutral, walk your palms forward, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lifting your hips up and back. Another area that will probably be tight is your hamstrings. So you can bend one knee, straighten the opposite leg. Try not to tense up your neck while you're in this pose. Make it really fluid. Relax your head, maybe shake out a little bit. And let's reach our right leg up towards the sky, bend your right knee, open up your hip, and maybe come up onto your right fingertips as you start to look underneath your right shoulder and right armpit. Really lean your right thigh over towards the left, big side body stretch. And we'll step our foot to the outer edge of our right hand. So wider than your lunge, this is more like a lizard pose. You want both hands to the inside of that right foot. And it might feel good just to kind of drop your hips down and sway or rock back and forth a little bit here. Still pressing your shoulders down and away from your ears. And transition into a Skandasana pose. So start walking your hands towards the long edge of your mat, and you want to pivot on your feet. Start to bend into your left knee, right leg is straight, and you're bending and lowering as much as you can. Stay up high or a little bit higher for this first one. And then go to the other side, right knee bends, left leg is straight. And we'll go back, see if you can come down this time as you bend your left leg. Keeping that right leg straight, you're trying to push that knee open, sinking the hips to the floor. And one last time, same thing towards the top of the mat, bend into your right knee. Press that knee open with the help of your elbow. Try to keep your spine nice and lifted. And keep spinning towards the top of the mat where we were before, downward facing dog. Press back into your heels, draw your lower belly in, second side, left leg rises, bend your left knee, open up your hip, and really lean that leg over towards the right. Come up onto your left fingertips and maybe look underneath your left shoulder. Into your lizard pose, your left foot steps to the outer edge of your left hand. So both palms are to the inside of that leg. Maybe rock a little bit back and forth. Letting gravity pull your hips down towards the mat. Start to really think about your one-word intention. Skandasana, starting to the back of the mat, so walk your hands over to the right. You can pivot, so you want your heels in, toes pointing out. Bend into your right knee. Stay up a little bit higher for this first one. And switching sides, bend your left leg, right leg is straight. You're flexing that right foot. And once more, this time go as low as you can. You might be able to sink your hips down towards that right heel. Big stretch into your hamstrings. Other way, left knee is bent, right leg is straight, sink your hips. And we're already close to the top of the mat, so let's keep spinning in that direction. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale to your plank pose, and let's lower all the way down onto our belly, elbows in. 3 little baby cobras. Point and reach back through your feet. As you inhale, lift just your upper body off the floor. Exhale, lower down. 2 more like this. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. And exhale, Anahata Asana, puppy pose. Press back onto hands and knees. Keep your hips over your knees, and we're gonna walk our hands forward, melting your heart, your chest, your forehead down towards the floor. 5 breaths right here. So what is one word that captures how you want to feel today? How do you want to use this time on your mat to connect with yourself? One more big breath. And just walk your hands in. You can sit back on your heels. We're going to interlace our fingers behind the lower back. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Start with your elbows bent so that you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, trying to hug your elbows as well. And then go ahead and straighten your arms as you lift your knuckles off of your low back. And you might hold here. You can take a rabbit pose, just bringing the crown of your head down to the floor, lifting your hips off of your heels, reaching your knuckles up and over. Keep lifting your shoulders away from your ears, away from the floor. And hips lower down, easy child's pose. Relax your arms by your sides. And let's rise on up. 10 minutes goes by quickly. Come to take a seat. We'll just ground together, really setting our intention for the day. And this is a good opportunity for you to really check in with yourself and notice how you feel, even with just 10 minutes of mindful movement. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears, lengthen through your spine. And let's chant Om together one time. We inhale to chant. Big breath in. Om. And bowing forward, namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope you feel ready for the day ahead. I always love to know what word you choose as your affirmation. Please leave it down below as a comment. And if you would like to stay a little longer, I would love for you to do this meditation right here. Please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow morning for more morning yoga. Namaste.